Hi, I'm Hector from Assertive, and welcome to another installment of our Identity Security series. You're about to see one of the easiest wins for Essential 8 alignment. Most councils and SMBs struggle with the same issue: privileged accounts sitting enabled all day, every day. Attackers love that. Essential 8, not that much. Just-in-time access fixes this by removing standing privileges. You keep admin accounts disabled by default. You switch them on only when someone really needs them. You verify identity with MFA, and you record the justification for audit and accountability purposes. It's a simple pattern that dramatically cuts your exposure, especially in environments with small teams, shared responsibilities, and aging infrastructure. In this video, you'll see how just-in-time access turns a risky permanent admin account into a short-lived controlled access window. It's fast, it's enforceable, and it directly supports your pathway to Essential 8 maturity. Let's walk through it so you can see directly how it works. Let's start with the basics. What is just-in-time access? Just-in-time access is a very simple idea. People only get higher permissions at the exact moment they need them, and only for a short period of time. Most of the time, the powerful account stays switched off. When someone needs to do an admin task, they ask for access, confirm who they are, and the system turns that account on briefly. When the time runs out, it shuts off automatically. Think of it like this. You don't leave the safe open all day. You unlock it only when you need to grab something and then close it straight after. Or you don't give a spare house key to every tradie. You let them in when they arrive and lock up again once they leave. You don't leave the server room door propped open. You batch in when you need to and the door closes behind you. It keeps your environment safer. It reduces what attackers can reach, and it still lets your team get their work done when they truly need those elevator rides. But don't take my word for it. Let's see it in action. If we know that John doesn't need the higher access all the time, but only for short periods, we can enforce it by creating a JIT policy. JIT stands for just in time. Here, we can actually disable the account in Active Directory and restore it only for short times after requiring extra authentication for it. Silverfort, as you know, supports many MFA tokens and many identity breach integrations as well. From now on, in order to access Tier 0 assets, John will need to provide justification. Then his permissions will be restored for 1 hour after approving an MFA request via Microsoft Authenticator. Pretty easy, right? Let's see how this works from the end user perspective. John here is trying to access the domain controller using his strong account, John A. Entering the credentials will not be enough as the account has been disabled. There you are. However, Silverfort reassures the user that they can proceed if this is indeed their intention. In order to proceed, a reason must be provided, as well as a preliminary MFA step-up to restore the account's privilege. There we are. Once accomplished, the user is informed that they can proceed and retry the connection. Let's put in the password again. Once done, and in case there is an additional MFA policy set up for the access itself, it will be required from the user as well. Once fulfilled, the user is authenticated as the John A account in the domain controller. The privileges of this account will be automatically revoked after the time defined in the JIT policy, which I believe for this case, it was 1 hour. This is Silverfort's unique just-in-time access capability. In the next videos of this series, we'll continue discussing how Silverfort helps small organizations align to Essential 8, and we will show you how easy it is to adopt. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in our next installment. Goodbye.